Welcome, welcome. The show will begin shortly. As always, I'd like to give it time for others to show. And it looks like we're going to get the pre-cutscene right now. So I'll let this play, because it's going to be an interesting scene. And probably right afterwards, we'll go into our intro.
I trust this will suffice.
Whoa, that's echoey.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one. Oh. That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you.
Welcome to the party, 1989. I hope you're ready to party like it's 1999.
By my hand.
Damn, our new protagonist is dark.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times,
Civil
we
war!
must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this?
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
Shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
That's going to be our intro for this game. Since that cutscene was actually ran longer than I get, so I'll skip the countdown and let us know. Welcome to the Night Show! I'm your host, your Grand MC, your Knight of Entertainment, the one, the only, TK, Diz, Isaac, Quickstep, and Orion, you know what you can call me. I am your Night Host, the one who reads through nighttime, who travels through, which honestly fitting that I just did that scene, who travels through this King routine to push back the sorrow and put a smile on everyone's faces. And we've got quite the story for us this time. And I'm waiting just for the right moment to give us the intro to our game, as I'm letting this play out. I wonder how much of this is going to be muted because of the music playing. I don't know. And then we're playing our story to this round. Our journey is Metaphor Refantazio. You may have heard it before, but it is a hell of a game, and we're going for it. Press any button, load game, because this is not my first time playing. Load this save data, yes.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Who are you? Who shall guide the protagonist? I don't know if this is changing his name, but I'm gonna go with this for the name this time. Your name is indeed Will. You would. Oh no, that is not the protagonist. No. Aeon Arch. Actually, you know what? So I never use the name when we're playing characters, and I don't think this is gonna come up before. We'll do Knight. No. I was trying to do caps lock. Not caps, Night Host. Your name is indeed Night Host. You will name the protagonist later. Yes.
A most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Not always.
Wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale...
I'm already invested. I've seen this story, and yeah, I'm gonna do storyteller because from what I've already played of this game can be very cheap, and honest to God, I do not want to deal with that. Starting on the storyteller difficulty, you will be unable to raise it later. Are you ready? Yes. Because this is an Atlas game. And from what I've seen, some Atlas games are very, very annoying.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see
Unexpected.
some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute.
They're not even bandits, just assholes.
And if you're against us...
An igniter?
Shit!
How'd they get one of those?
Next one. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder.
So he is. No horns, no knife ears.
Filthy gremlin
Really?
like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
Why the fuck would you want a book? This isn't Witcher where you can just sell that shit. shit.
Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line. Unless you want to get stuck like us.
Shit. What were you doing before he took my money?
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
No!
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving
Yeah, if you thought
us?
Luis was gonna be the protagonist,
You okay?
no.
You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
Are you alright?
You alright?
Been worse.
Oh my
And
god!
from the
An Atlas
sounds of it,
protagonist that
you're
can
about to
talk?
You do
Are we
know
actually in an anime?
who we really are? It's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Tradia does it.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I think we should find a place where we can see the whole area.
Let's go. Stop!
Wait, I'm sensing something close. Don't move.
Watch out!
Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they noticed it yet, though.
Okay. Run!
Shit, they see me! Run! You know, it's funny, I have a sword,
They see us.
but we can't apparently use it. Lovely.
Look.
No more sandstorm?
Just checking.
Eh.
But you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
You say that, but let's go over it one more time. First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Right. So his music is playing directly in my mind. The effects of Galac's magic is
Music
inspiring.
was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
We can hear music now.
Look,
Hey, look!
over there.
Hey, listen! That's a road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
Almost there. Let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight. Hey, listen! Run, you idiot!
I don't like this. I think we'll be okay if we made it this far. Probably. Look!
Oh, this is bad.
Not good! Run for it!
Run!
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built.
I wonder where this actually takes place, because this seems before we got... Oh no, it's right before we went into the city.
By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Well, hey, if we're gonna have a tale of fantasy, let's make it a good one. I can't read shit of that. Yeah, I don't think we were supposed to.
Whoa, just look.
If they ever make an anime of this game, I know what kind of sprites they could use.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Knife dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead!
Damn. Yeah, remember these streams are 18 plus.
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Parapus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
careful!
Hurry.
Damn, dragged away by the ferry.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid. Look, we're not tourists here. Gotta stay focused.
God, I swear she reminds me of a Persona character, but I don't know who.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even. The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind
Of course there's
diversity in the
racism.
countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play.
Who's sharing this information? That sounds like a royal secret.
Who hears you say that?
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's
No, they're not.
to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
The king dead. His son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power. But not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt his highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed his highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Damn.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1.
Yeah.
Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
So?
If you know where we're going, feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice.
Whatever will I do?
Oh, that's right, I can't. But we won't be lost.
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter.
Which makes her line funnier that she's like, how did he have an igniter? Now I want one
for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
The royal scepter.
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead. With no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad
Kingly
time
magic.
to visit, boy.
First time we hear them say that. I don't think we actually hear them say that.
But there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We need to be careful. Anyway,
How many times have they told us
time
that?
hanging around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Let's head there.
Give it a fool, I say. Who else can it?
Run, Elda, run! It's hoping that we blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an Elda, but people here have sharper eyes than I thought. We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but you do your best to stand tall. Easier said than done, I'm sure. But for the sake of the mission, on that note, the recruitment center we were looking for should be just ahead.
I'm out of ideas.
Dear me!
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist.
Young nobleman.
Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, Lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't.
Remember, he's a hockey captain.
The healers have enough on their plates already.
Also, that guy's hairstyle looks like a sheep.
Still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I want to fight for change.
I want to fight for real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no?
Hey, I was robbed.
So what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
I'm stronger than I look.
Stronger than I look.
With arms like that, you'd have to be. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Now you're pissing me off. Enter the name of this protagonist. Now, I did do Aeon last when I was originally playing, but I'm gonna do Will this time. So the name of the protagonist is Will.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're shorthanded as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next!
Run along. I guess we have no choice but wait our turn. Young nobleman. You enlisting as well? The line starts behind me. So, or was it there something you needed? Are you really a noble? I take it you overheard my interview. Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence. Well, let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom. Foolish or not. Oh, that's how you do it. Join the queue. Well, I have played this game before. Some of this thing is not easy to remember, especially I only played it on Mohicans.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? Something like, human...
Next! Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the others.
I think it's funny that we're referred to as a Clamar. Just here, even
First
though
of your kind I've seen.
doesn't make sense.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Wasted good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force. Crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousseau strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks.
You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
You too, young
Don't
noble.
make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter. These days,
Cinder
most
Igniter.
come with their own magma crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
The thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms, like the one I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Royal capital in Sydney.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details.
I hope someone
Only the
eventually
military
shafts
could
them.
pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name
That's a
is
word.
Captain Klinger. And as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get.
Damn.
Dismissed!
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood.
That's gotta suck for an army.
I don't see what our contact looks like yet. But he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
Morning already?
Is it morning already?
That's okay, we have a protagonist that talks.
I just
Still like on Alice games.
can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
That's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
I'd rather not think about
I'd
it.
rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Can it wait?
Can it wait till tomorrow?
Come on. Just a little peek.
Man, how many times do you just want to sleep and someone just keeps you fucking up?
Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was
I feel like she reminds me slightly, I want to say of Yukari mixed with what I've seen from a character of a game I haven't actually played. I want to say Zuzu.
So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery.
Also, yeah, just like other Atlas games I've played, the intro is kind of slow, but we're at least seeing an interesting story.
Safe nights with no dark shadows.
Although it hasn't truly begun, the fantasy hasn't truly begun.
And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. I see. No magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a
I mean, funny if you think about this. What is this scene based off?
Sleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own?
Is it?
Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
Record the events thus far. Save complete.
Shouldn't you be resting?
Little Will!
In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down.
Well, because apparently he's an Elder.
And no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix me. You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne.
You want to become the Hero King.
One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom
I don't think we want to pierce the darkness, but light, yes, we'll pierce that.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
Poor Prince.
I won't give up either. Trust me.
It's kind of weird to see them in those images, that armor and all that. Oh, we're in the army.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Let's see.
I wonder how far we've come. Let's find our destination, the northern border fort. No. Right.
Hey,
Select it.
don't forget.
Northern border fort. This is where our contract should be. Hopefully we'll find it quickly. Got it.
Okay then.
All we can do now is rest. We have a big day tomorrow.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination. The northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
begin.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Yeah, the long drives are never fun.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to
You are
serve
not
the
very
command of
nice.
Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
It's hard to explain.
Hard to explain.
Some kind of fantasy novel, you said?
I didn't say
So it's
that.
describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
Alright. Which one we still have not heard him?
If it's
Is
a
it
fight you
want?
want, draw your blade.
Damn.
Didn't think you'd just challenge me straight out. You've got guts for a lesser tribesman. Well, Clemar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
I'm
What's
Will.
my name?
I have that right? It's got a certain weight to it.
Obviously, you know, they can't say the name.
Here and now, we're peers and
That's why, like, for example, in the original Final, and I think technically in the remake as well, Tidus, the character from Final Fantasy X, and I think X too, technically also, they never actually say his name, because the player can, at least in cuts, scenes where it's, actually, I might not play the game, I don't remember if there's no actually no, I think there is.
Speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen.
Tidus Sims has never spoken in my life. Of course, though, you know, it's unconscious.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard.
What was I saying? That's why also afterwards there has not been a Kazakh stupid name.
They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the poor bastard's wounds.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army. Swallow your fear.
You just asked about a tactics choice.
And we'll all have medals this time tomorrow.
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it. Let's go.
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward, to the fort then.
Now let's go see if we can save the day.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
She's just me.
Yes, and I have a name, by the way. It's Gallica.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be alright. I swear I won't let you die.
Oh, Stroll reminds me of your Ryuji. Comrade, new ally, Stroll. Stroll, a brave fighter trying to conceal his nobility, has become your ally.
This is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out.
So he's like Ryuji or Yosuke. Or Junpei. He's like basically the friend.
Okay.
Well, this is an unexpected turn of events, but don't lose sight of our mission, okay? Our allies inside here? Yep, that's my guess. Somehow we gotta find him. You're running with such purpose. What was that you were talking about? You said something about your ally? Oh, it's nothing. I just worried about the soldiers inside. I see. Well, whatever the case, the situation concerns me too. Let's go inside. Charge!
This is...
God, I hear the screaming. Damn.
There it is. That's a human.
Say what?
Stand your ground! Charging! Pursue!
We have to help the survivors.
Help the survivor. There's...
Damn it.
This poor... Like so many dead. But yes, I hope you're safe. There's no time to waste. If we look, we may find some that still draw breath.
This is bad.
Get back, we got company. Let's deal with this one. It feels similar to that monster from earlier. It's smaller, but is that a human too? Looks like we're going to have to fight it. But if it's a human, do we even stand a chance? All the more reason we can't let it be. Trust me, I have some history with them.
What do you think?
Besides, our only hope right now is to join forces and strike as one. Would you not agree? I agree. I'm glad you still get your wits about you. With you here, we might just get through this.
Got it?
Look, we don't stand a chance against that thing if we attack it separately. We can only fight if we work our plan together.
Take care of it, please.
Understand, the two of us working as one. I'll trust your judgment on the timing of the attack.
Things will be fine.
We have the edge. This could be our chance.
Boom.
It won't hold back.
Yo. Mage fire! Boom! One shot. And since we didn't get hit, bonus. Level 1.
I feel stronger.
So yeah, our levels do not come with New Game Plus.
I think we're in the clear.
Ooh, we pulled through somehow. We're live, and that's all I could ask. Let's press forward while we still can. What is something I'm curious? Oh yeah. We got all, yeah, like I said, this is New Game Plus, so where are we able to some, we got some crazy items.
Let's give them a fight. Let's take them all out. That's the spirit. Let's go. Fire.
Mage fire!
Wish every fight was that easy, eh? Not bad at all.
I'd like to point out that our party member has not gained any experience.
That should do it.
Our usual tactics should work. Let's do this. I won't hold back.
Yeah, it's always better to attack. It resisted, but we still killed it. There's some appeal of doing New Game Plus. See, I wonder something. Nah, I can't. Yeah, I don't have items yet.
Dad? Great find. Keep it.
Yeah, because growing as strong as possible is also... Oh shit, we can do that now as well! I wasn't expecting that to show up. We'll go into what that mechanic really means later, but it's kind of an interesting one, I'll tell you that.
Wait.
Hold on.
Be careful.
There's another one. If it spots us, this could get nasty. We have the element of surprise. We can catch it off guard if we strike it out, right?
Okay.
Here we go. We're here to stop you. Let's go.
Oh, that's probably why he's not, because we don't actually control him yet.
The next one will fall just as easy.
That should do it.
Cat.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
The fact that it's giving healing items right now. Oh, no, that doesn't.
I'm telling you, that's all we've got. They won't hold back. Burn.
Mage fire.
Even easier than expected. I think we're in the clear.
Oh.
He's still breathing, but he's badly wounded. No, don't bloody touch me. I'm in bad enough spot without you making it worse. Damn. That monster showing up is your fault, wasn't it? Bad luck follows you people. Of course this is how it ends. Damn it all to bloody hell. Yeah, I don't mind if he dies.
Run.
You're so young, a fresh recruit. Get away from here now. That thing is up ahead. There's still more soldiers left alive, right? We can't just run and leave them be. You're too late. That monster, we can't just run away. Stay away from that thing.
No.
He was nicer than the other soldier.
Damn it.
Ah, damn Eld, I knew this foe was cursed. You're why that horror attacked. Fuck you! Calm down, it's not his fault the human appeared. You must know that surely. But everyone's dead. They all have families. Tell me, Elda, I don't care anymore. I don't want to die.
Damn it.
You couldn't save one person.
Hold on.
Wait.
You
two, you're perhaps searching for someone.
I get it
That's
now.
right. I thought as much. Now it makes sense. Why hide this from me? I trust you have a good reason. Well, to tell you the truth.
What?
That cry, is that the human from earlier? Shit! Oh no, I think it's higher. It sounded like it came from the top of the that tower. Maybe there are still soldiers fighting it there. We'll handle our personal matters later. Rescuing any survivor takes precedent. To the top of the tower.
Let's hurry.
This is our chance.
Stay calm, everyone.
Let's go.
Mage fire!
I chose the wrong opponent.
Grow stronger, Will. Roof is just up ahead. Might I have a moment? If I'm honest, I have my doubt there could be survivors. Facing that monster together may not even save anyone at this point. But I'm going to do it anyways. It's the noble thing to do. Isn't that just throwing your life away? Why do this if it's possibly for nothing? Because if there's a chance there's even one survivor, then I might not... I'll not be the noble who runs away. Not this time. I could never live with myself. This time, you plan to forge ahead despite the risk. I take it you refuse to die until you found whoever it is you're searching for? I won't let you die up there.
That's true, but...
I can't just leave you to die up there. I'm touched. Even in a situation like this, you worry more for others than yourself. If I run now, I'll never deliver the message, and the prince will die. You have no choice but to press on.
I'm heading out.
Well then, lend me your strength.
What do you think?
This feeling, I knew it. That human from earlier is up there. What should we do? Give me a minute, because I can see it isn't right. We can't help anyone who just charge in and get ourselves killed. Let's make sure we're prepared before we head in. And because I saw that there was an item right here, even though I'm 90% sure any item I need is I have or already am filled with useful items, but if there's more to get, might as well explore. Plus, I've got an adventurous soul.
Yep.
I gotta see this to the end. Try not to do anything rash. Okay, here we go. That's a fucking yes, human.
Damn. Such tremendous power.
It's horrible. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
We can't let it get away with this. We have to hold it off somehow. Damned humans. It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it work.
No, the mission depends on our survival.
I won't hold back!
Mage fire!
Vile monster! You're mine! Burn to ash!
What's going on? It didn't even flinch!
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this! Let's go!
Mate. I thought we had an option there for a second.
The power of fire! How is it this strong?
What more can I do? The prince is my best friend. I need to save him. I can't die in a place like this.
I'll distract it. You two run!
But...
Above all else, I am a noble, and a noble defends his people. No matter the cost. Farewell.
Aww.
If you would repay me, then live.
Hero embrace. Still no use.
Wasn't enough.
No! Please, say something!
Stroll! Don't be a fool. Just run for it.
Oh, fate-saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
This might seem familiar to people. And our lovely viewers. Pulling out the mechanical heart. Yeah, this series needs this game needs an anime. Just imagine how amazing this would look as an anime.
What the heck is going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
Cyclo. Boom! One shot. Still counts as an unscathed triumph.
Not bad.
Yeah, as the new Game Plus, our Seeker is already maxed out.
I'll strive for greater heights.
And point allocation on all of them.
True power is born of the heart. A wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero.
Our best son! No, wrong series.
The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, happened? Your whole body was... It was
It's
crazy.
funny, unlike the personas, we're not summoning that, we're turning into that.
Look, that stroll guy is still alive.
A potion would be really useful.
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice. Grius! Oh, thank goodness, you're alive.
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside. The one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about. The lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is a newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
Through the mirror lies the prince, deep in slumber in the hidden village.
His highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, they're just gonna crown a new king.
Kill him?
You have to kill him?
Suppose we'd better start at the beginning. About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne...
Well, I mean, we did actually see him witness him kill the king.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible.
I mean, apparently he got rid of the knife he
Plenty of
used.
soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
He's not enough
That's your
soldiers
game,
thought.
eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Save the prince from death's curse. Save the prince from his curse. And defeat Luis Gudabon, the treacherous fiend who would not only attack the prince but murder the king.
Luis will also be in the royal funeral. If we are not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. But I'm counting on you.
New ally, Grius. Grius, the battle veteran who has become your ally.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever
You
seen.
act like you know that.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found on those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
Tell me more about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favour behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays saviour. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him?
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
Fire should keep the really dangerous stuff away, I hope. Stroll. Never in all my life I witnessed anything like that power you use. Tell me, is it some sort of magic? No, I suppose it couldn't be. Not with the igniters we were supplied with, at least. Yours was broken in the commotion besides. Incredible. If only you had that kind of power back then. Apologies, I'm just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for us both. Let's get some rest. You've done a fine job delivering that message, lad. It's finally time for us to act for His Highness. You want to ask about the power, don't you? I had a question of my own. You seem to know a great deal about the royal family. Before you betrayed the army, who were you? Nothing but a mercenary, and yet His Majesty gave me the honor of being His Highness the Prince's tutor in swordplay. That night of the attack, I was there.
I see.
Truly, that's incredible. Alright, campfire. What's that power in you, I wonder? Grius seems to know something about it. Hey, say use it or lose it. That's it. Let's take let's take the rest of the day off. Haha. Yeah, let's get some rest. Good, I'm pooped. You did nothing.
Can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised
I
after
love
what
the way
we just
he's
went through.
sleeping.
Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
The ground makes a poor
Makes a
bed.
poor bed.
Well, you're just gonna have to rough it until we're back to the capital. I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
It's not your
It's
fault.
not your fault.
You say that, but look, I can't fight with you. But as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading.
She wants to hear more of that book.
If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel.
Funny thing,
It's
actually,
just
I won't say
war
anymore.
after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames. But it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Whoa!
Well, hello. Nice to meet you. I've been waiting. And now you've acquired a most interesting power. You truly are.
Terrible pun, but I definitely agree. I mean, I literally tried this game out as the demo, and it was enough that once I reached the end of the demo, surprisingly, I went, grabbed all my PlayStation cards that I have that saved up for money, and used it and put all of it to buying this game. I used the last bit of my money, saved PlayStation card money on this game.
The novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia. Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So,
Curious
what
detail.
would you say to an alliance?
I hate the Alliance. Can we be the Horde instead? What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magma within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art. Now the stuff of legend. What I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of
Archetypes?
heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
Okay.
The bargain is struck then.
The scholar in search of utopia. More. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker.
Just like other Alice games, just I played like with Persona, replaying and seeing these moments again just brings back so much. Especially how much I haven't seen and just forgot. And I only played this game on weekends, and and not every weekend I play. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the Seeker from more.
We'll meet again, I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
All ready then? From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected. So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path. Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action, I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me.
So it's literally the power of legends.
Despite all my training and
I couldn't tell you who he's reminding you of.
myself.
Huh. It really is something special.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Yes, I get it. Just trust me, all right?
Right.
Yeah, Stroll seems pretty honorable.
This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
This place.
They're called the Nord Mines, apparently. Going through them should put us near the capital, it seems. As long as there's no milk drinkers. This road should take us to Grand Trad.
Alright.
Check for a way around. Next stop, Grand Trad. The Nord Mines are full of complex paths. We can go through them to approach the capital undetected. Going through the Nord Mines. Are you ready? Go to the Nord Mines. We should hurry. Our focus is on making it to the royal capital.
The Nord Mines, located northwest of Grand Trad. It is resource-rich, with
no milk drinkers allowed.
Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
The mine entrance should just be up ahead. Don't stray off the path.
Huh?
Did your wounds reopen?
What happened?
You okay? Did your wounds reopen? No, I'm fine. It's just I can't help but feeling we're being watched. This deep in the wilderness, though? Couldn't be. Sorry, I'm just on edge. Looking for an opening to escape? Don't forget, I have my eye on you. Although going to how some characters look familiar, our protagonist, hey, look up ahead. Large bone is known as a kobo. It stalks its prey from the sky, then goes in for the ambush. So what now? Like, we need another addition to our list of problems. Maybe we can hide and wait it out? No, we need to keep moving. We're already low on time as this. Besides, let me guess, you could move much faster if I didn't die back there, and you wouldn't need to keep an eye on me? Come on, have a little faith.
Let's go.
Should I? If you're truly worth it, then demonstrate it. We need to move. Don't fall behind. Alright, what was I saying? Oh yeah, our protagonist, he reminds me of another character. He looks like the fusion of Aegis and... Hold on, there's some wild dogs over there. Hundos. The beasts hunt and pack. Should they come at us together, we'll be overwhelmed if we're not careful. We can't give them a chance to surround us. We'll need to find a different path for now. Why do you hesitate, lad? It's just a pack of wild dogs. Barely worth a moment's word for someone such as you. Of course. Good, you're starting to catch on. You can't let the fear paralyze you. First, take a good look at your foe. Consider this your first meeting, or are you already familiar with them?
Got it.
Once you assess their strength, prepare your next move. If you're stronger, approach them with caution. If they're weak, cut them down quickly. Now, size up that Hundo. What do you make of it? It's weaker. You slipped out of Death's grip at the fort, so this should hardly be a challenge. When engaging a weaker foe, clear your mind and simply do what must be done. Put them to the sword. Understood? Now try it yourself, lad. So basically, you remember what I said earlier, that I was surprised we could do this? It's kind of like Ryuji's Confidant ability, where you could attack opponents and eventually you would just be in a situation. Oh, that's right. I have one more wheel for you to keep in mind.
Got it.
Never drop your guard, even against a weaker foe. On the battlefield, fortunes can turn if you let up even for a moment. Should that happen, change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm and you'll be fine. Survey the situation and use different methods to fight. Never stop looking for ways to seize any tactical advantage. Just gonna do that for now. There's no replacement for first-hand experience. Get comfortable with fighting before we reach Grand Trad. I need to be sure you can defend yourself.
This battle's out.
And
Let's go. Wind.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So to go on what I was talking about, basically there's two ways to fight. A squad battle and a regular fight, like where we can just slice right through our opponents. Skip the fight, get the XP, and worry nothing. We will probably see more of that later in the game, because eventually what will happen is we will, if everything goes right, we will get stronger enough that we will overlevel our opponents usually, and we'll probably end up just only fitting more actual boss related things, because it can make dungeon traveling kind of a pain in the ass and not as fun, but yeah, and far too repetitive.
Everyone all right?
But yeah, it's basically what ends up like being Ryuji's ability, where a fight can just basically get skipped because we're already strong enough to handle the fight.
All right. How's that?
You look strong.
That was brilliant.
Which, honestly, I don't mind if you ask me, because it kind of actually makes moments, especially when you get lost in some very annoying dungeons. I remember that one.
No, looks like they found us.
Come on. Okay. I'll give it my all we've got. Seeker, scour.
Literally nothing is stopping us so far. Which, hey, that might be good.
A few left. Keep your eyes open.
All right. How's that? We have the edge.
Don't let them closer.
I won't hold back.
So we can just keep one-shotting them, we'll go stronger and stronger, and which means we'll be more prepared for later fights.
Even easier than expected.
Boom.
Looks like we're safe for now.
And you know what we always want to do? Be prepared. Hold on, the air suddenly has grown tense.
Got a moment?
Hey, what's going on? We've been surrounded. Even out here, it seems that the monsters are the least of our concerns. I know you can hear me, so show yourself. Or would you rather we come at you? Damn, awfully sharp for an old goat, ain't ya? Bastards live long enough. Kill him quick.
It appears we must do this.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver. Scour!
Seekers? Wow, that was automatic. I didn't do that.
Never seen anything like it. That's not an igniter. Take this. Still standing. Tougher than I thought. It's our turn now.
Will is being targeted?
Blast.
Press circle to guard when consumes one turn. I can't. Guarding greatly increases the damage your characters take and prevents any weaknesses from being exploited. This prevents the enemy from gaining turns too.
What's that? I think something's coming.
Power.
Watch out!
Yeah, sadly, he doesn't have anything.
Wind. Tough one.
Finish the job.
Oh, I guess I can't.
Let's do this. Damn you.
Oh no, they got the mage fire on me. Odd battles, your formation will affect the damage party members deliver and receive, depending on their position. Those in the front row deal more damage with melee attacks. Those in the back row deal less melee damage, but it takes less damage from enemies. I never really care for changing the formation. During battle, you can change your formation by using the up and arrow down keys to move party members between rows.
I won't hold back.
Okay.
Come
See.
forth, Royal Soul.
We don't need.
Take this.
Don't need to worry about melee since we're using melee. Melee, I don't know. I don't care. You know what I'm saying. Are they soldiers from the fort? They survived? No, that couldn't be. They're simply deserters, aren't they? No, that's not what I'm asking. How would they have already demoralized pursuit? I don't know, but I think it's safe to say I'm the least of your worries at this point. In case, we should probably get moving. Let's go. Not wrong. Into the mines! Here we are. Looks so creepy. Well, I guess you did say it was abandoned. Aye, the Crown and Degrassi ordered it so. I haven't been to this place in quite some time. Despite the royal decree, I still hear of miners risking it all to come to this place, seeking the riches left within. Happily trade some illegal miners for that armed detachment of soldiers pursuing us. Shall we hurry inside? You're not wrong there. Make preparations if you must, but be quick about it. And on that note, since we actually have... Oh no, I still can't. I still can't change equipment. Yeah.
Wait a second.
Wait. There's probably a bunch of shady miners in there, right? Would we be safe around them? Fear not, most of them aren't. Most of them are the same miners who worked here before the closure. Besides, it would be against their best interest to cause a scene and risk the Crown theocracy coming down on this place, right? Oh, it sounds like they won't be a problem then. Are you ready? Let's go. If our pursuers catch up with us, then it'll be a whole mess of trouble that we'll not deal with. Let's move with haste. Come on.
However...
Dead quiet. Are you sure there are still people working here? That's quite discerning and stillness you feel. Those are your instincts alerting you to the bloodthirst in the air. Judging by the people who were after us before, then it's likely...
Stop.
Halt, deserters.
Don't you dare move.
You're trapped like rats now. Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully. As I thought, we walked right into an ambush. They got us at a disadvantage. Catching us in these narrow bottlenecks, we need to turn back now. It's no use. The entrance is already barricaded with soldiers. Surrender immediately. You got nowhere to run. And if you don't comply, well, the miners will pay for your insolence.
Wait.
This is a misunderstanding. We're not deserters. We were forced to retreat. We had no choice. A human... Oh yes, we're well aware of your predicament. That's exactly why we can't have any survivors. Our orders are to let no one escape. Well, it appears we stepped in a whole damn conspiracy. We have no choice. We'll fight our way through. Here they come. Stop them here and now. Got him down.
Amazing! Great moves back there.
What are you doing? That's all. We can relax for now.
Boom. Got you down like it was nothing.
Look.
Over there. Someone's collapsed.
Hey, are you alright?
There you... Oh, it's his voice.
I didn't say no deserters. Please. Don't kill me.
The light is gone from his eyes.
What? Why?
To send a message, boy. Either we give ourselves up, or these innocents pay the price.
But the only one who could know we survived, and the only one who could send soldiers after us. Oh, come on, let's move.
Yeah, we can already prepare that.
I can't believe this.
And you're just falling like it's nothing. Your plan failed. What? Isn't that just I thought? It makes sense now. It appears that we were expected.
I knew I'd find you here. You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Jackass.
Who would have thought 3 sorry stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins?
Bastard.
Well, your assassins are
You never
shit.
intended for anyone to survive. You knew the human would be there.
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
Jackass.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
Because the kingdom's guard is powerless before the humans, and only a pile of bodies will prove that to the public.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced. And when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Luis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price.
Oh, someone's an asshole.
paid.
That's why those sons and daughters die. For your savior.
They aren't the first. The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
A village? You refused. Wait, then you were the one who... 7 years ago, the first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia.
Well, yes, that might have been a name.
Oh, you dumbass.
Then you made a fatal mistake, Klinger. You left one survivor!
Now we know Stroll's circumstances. Where the hell did you guys come from?
You played right into our hands, you know.
Yes, get close to the guy with the sword.
This was the only road without checkpoints.
Although, the fact that just points him up. But, we're gonna see something happening.
Disgraced your title. I may not make it out alive, but as for you, you're hopeless!
Oh yeah, it's coming.
O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler.
Y'all ready?
It is time for thou to choose thy path. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
What the? Oh, no. I can't fail Lord Luis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory. This is
Oh, you think that's gonna stop you? You don't know what's coming.
This real. Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you!
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Feel the intensity?
My name is Leon Stroll de Halliatus. My home and my family were taken from me. I am the last
He's
of my
speaking
house,
like it's a
and the last of my
Mike.
noble bloodline.
I love
In the
line.
name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand.
There's cheering even though it's nothing. Oof. Man, I'm feeling the flow. And what's coming?
Come, I will show you a world with honor.
Oh yes, here.
What is this?
Wait, he's got power like yours now? Well, better show him how to use it.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll not cave to an empty threat like that.
Man, you know he doesn't know
I need to turn you to
No, he's in a situation where it's bad.
do it. Cover me.
So he scampers off to protect himself, and his subordinates get to be his living shields. The man's showing his true colors. I'll fix the filthy coward with the end he deserves.
The Igniter's powerful, but it takes care and calculation to wield. If you sense danger, steel your defenses and endure it.
Let's see.
I die hard. I refuse to fall. Here.
Wind!
Luis.
We went straight for Klinger. I should have killed his soldiers, but that just seems better. Oh. Yeah, since this is New Game Plus, obviously our rank ups are a lot more.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
Impossible!
Who got his ass whooped? Yeah, empty threat.
How did I do all that? And without an igniter?
Just like him. Who are you two, really?
I'm Leon Stroll.
It's weird to remember that hasn't been his first name this entire time.
Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. They sent for help, but he abandoned them. Palia was its name. I'm the son of its lord, and now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it,
that's kind of depressing.
Then that's all I need to know. He's the one who'll answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
Yeah.
What do you say, Grius?
I see keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
You're already one of us.
Already one of us. Thank you. I'll remember this. Now, onward.
The proud noble, Stroll. Within him dwells the virtue of the warrior. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Together we stand.
The party can now study the warrior. If I feel struck by inspiration, I found a new way to harness this power. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the warrior from Stroll.
Did you feel that just now? What's going on? Does it have something to do with that odd magic? Now that I
Feels like
think
she's
about
echoing
it,
it.
once you awakened, isn't it weird that Stroll followed not long after? What does this mean? Huh? Wait, what?
And now we're called once more.
Hey, where are we? What just happened?
Surprising indeed. Somehow you find yourself here once more. And a fairy. I thought their kind long extinct. Do they yet take refuge in the Elven Sanctum?
Hey! You gonna talk to me or just at me?
We meet again, my friend. Though admittedly sooner than I'd expected. Remarkably, another has awakened. What miracle is this? Yes, that same power now stirs in your companion. Another of the mighty archetypes. Do you recall our discussion earlier about how archetypes are an original form of magic?
More or less, not telling more that.
More or less. Consider this. As an elder, you are an outcast of society, yes? Your very identity is a kind of destiny you may defy but not escape. All mortals suffer under the weight of our burdens. But in facing and embracing that anxiety, you make it your innermost power. You find freedom. And so, the lives of those who overcome their hardships and embody the virtues within are passed down as heroic tales. Your companion, too, had his eyes open to his true path and claimed its virtue. That awakening is your doing now. He awakened to the archetype that protects you.
Hey, hold on a second! Who even are you? How much do you know? I'm warning you, if you mess with him, you're gonna have to go through me!
Ah, you two share quite a deep connection, don't you?
Yeah, I'd love to see what you could
We didn't
do.
always. But now we're partners to the end. We're linked down to the depths of our hearts.
Excuse me.
Right?
I guess so. Your emergency food.
Come on, I thought we were a team.
I'm kidding.
We have each other's backs, don't we?
She's not Paimon.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. Within her dwells the virtue of the mage. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I won't lead you astray. That's the whole reason I'm here.
And thus the mage is formed. Although she will not be part of our party as a mage, I can sense the heroic embodiment of the mage from Gallica.
Hey, wasn't that...
Fascinating. Do you understand what just happened? By connecting with others who have found their resolve, you awaken to new strength. And further, you and all your allies may fight with the strength of any archetype in your circle. As an example, your other companion, the fellow with the eye patch, he seems to have some training and knowledge regarding the wielding of an archetype. By his own account, nothing came of it. Yet if you so desire it, you can awaken the true power within him.
What? You mean Rias could use this power too?
The nature of the Seeker. No. Perhaps it is simply your own nature. You truly are remarkable. If you seek answers, then go and claim them. This right here.
I'm about to show you the lineage chart of the archetypes I've been researching. That said, there are many I have yet to see, so it's far from complete. Each of you has your own chart. You will use these charts in the assignment of archetypes. First, let us consider the one-eyed warrior who is yet to bear the archetype. Open Greece's lineage chart, please. Greece. This is the chart that shows the power and connection of the archetypes. You gain a new archetype by selecting one here and studying its power. To study, you will need Magilla, the source of all magic, but simply drawing from the Magilla within you will put too heavy a burden on you. This means you will need to gather Mag from your battles and other sources. Keep that in mind as you travel. To learn is to change oneself, they say. Here, you may achieve that through study of archetypes and their deepest secrets. Now, I'd like you to choose an archetype from these. I think the warrior is most fitting for Greece. This would be the archetype that the young nobleman recently awakened to. The warrior's domain is physical offense, by the way of a weighty grace sword. Few other archetypes can compete with its raw destructive power, yet that specialization comes at a cost. It virtually has no utility or support outside of hard hits. If your aim is to overwhelm the enemy with brute force, I'd say this is a fine archetype to do it with. I like it. 500 magic is required to channel the warrior. This is the archetype you've chosen? Yes.
Sure.
Yes, he's earned my trust. So be it. Following you and the young man called Stroll, another worthy wielder of the archetypes joins your ranks. From this sanctum I shall speak to the heart of the man with the eye patch, Greece. Feel his resolve and let a new soul dwell in his heart. Sorry, no crazy archetype scene for him, though. I hear the voices of pastoral soul. O worthy heart, those who temper anxiety to strength. Thou art ready to bear them thyself and fight with all thine heart. I shall bestow upon you our soul, the soul of the warrior. What is this? Is this truly an archetype? It's the same magic I once strove for. I can't believe. It's finally in my grasp. The warrior archetype has awakened. You can now change archetypes from the main menu.
I see. This could be useful.
Fascinating.
And we can give him new equipment. The man with the eye patch should now have awoken to an archetype. Simply, I can imbue you and that noble youth with a new archetype power. Feel free to experiment now and from here on. There really is an archetype. And sadly, unfortunately, we can't do the next one with him because we need to get his higher, and our mage is also higher, but we can't get hers higher. And I don't really have a reason to do the warrior. I'll keep it what we got. I think Will's power alone will be enough.
What now?
But I do want to do this. Stroll. The strongest... See, I want to get rid of Brius having this one. There's a reason I'm switching Brius's...
You can trust in me.
That's better. want you wearing that either. Or honestly that. There's a reason for all this, I promise. Alright. My young friend, you are truly as remarkable as I first believed. Others fated to awaken to their own power will naturally...
Others fated to awaken to their own power will be naturally drawn to you. To reach the lineage of power's greatest potential, you must acquire more archetypes and bring them together. After all, a hero without allies is nothing more than a lone dissenter. To save the many, you must learn to fight with the power of many. Only a champion of the people may awaken the power of heroes, and with it, seize a future of their own making. When next you come to see me, I hope it shall be of your own volition. Open my book, then let your imagination conjure this place anew, as vividly as you can make it. I'm sure that will be enough to reunite us. As long as you walk your path, I shall faithfully watch over you. May we meet again.
What? Where are we?
You two all right there? Looked as if you were in some kind of...
So implies what it's actually happening. We never actually physically go there.
Trance? Wait. Have we been here this whole time?
It was strange. As if I felt something in the air. My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying magic.
What? So that wasn't a dream. Grius, that's probably his power. You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just awakened it.
I told the two about the term archetype and the gist of what I learned.
Awakened it? But that... Who are you people? The truth, if you would.
Look, in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But
Yeah,
the
this is all
short
the same.
version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
I think you might be right. The way it feels is... Well, this is magic, eh? I'd all but given up on it, but... Fate had other plans, it seems. Enough. We must move on. There is far to go still. And lad, I follow your lead now, at least when it comes to how we use these skills in battle. We haven't the luxury of time to train with magic.
Same here. You've clearly got a sense for this, and I'd rather make myself useful than muddle your strategies.
We've 5 days until the funeral. That's precious little time, and we'd best not waste it.
Look!
Over there.
What's up?
What's the matter? You don't see anything? I don't sense anything off. What are you on about? So no one else really sees him. Maybe we're the only ones who can go to that room. Oh, are you all right?
Pardon?
It's all dead minor and soon there'd be some accident. But looking at it now, this isn't the case at all. And are you okay? I'm still in one piece. I didn't run into any monsters either. How'd you get in unharmed? I'm certain the entrance and exit were sealed off by soldiers. Soldiers, I didn't see anyone. Only one I saw was a pasty fellow who looked like some kind of general. You mean Klinger? Well, we left him... I don't have over there. What? He's gone? Nobody watched the fat ass run. Damn, we must go after him. It would be bad for us if he returned to the reinforcements. Leave him be. He has no one else left. I wager he was bluffing about setting off the exits. On top of that, he failed to finish us off. He won't be able to return to Luis as anything but a disgrace. Sure. You're right. Let's leave him be. At least for now. It's not like he can go back to the military either after what he said to us. I have no idea what this is all about, but I'm relieved. I was worried everyone would be dead in here. I'm going to be around for a while. If you need anything, you know who to ask. Alright, charge! That was nearly it for me. Sorry you got dragged into all this. Most of the guard soldiers aren't unhinged maniacs, if it helps. Right, considering you're apologizing, I guess you aren't the bad guys. I see why Klinger stooped to using hostages as bait. A worthless captain, but he certainly had an eye for new recruits. A surefire attack against your life. I am partly ashamed. That side, you're not passing through these caves, are you? You best turn back now, if so. Something nasty's in the air lately. The gentlest nose jiggling around in there, and they're not just little jellies anymore. They're downright dangerous. Try chasing them away, but a blade doesn't do much though. Fire's our best shot, or getting someone with an igniter to blast them. Didn't used to be so many of them. Now there's so many we might never clear them out. This place is right monsters den these days. I'm saying it's a long way to the other end of the mountain. No man can get through that unscathed. King's funeral is upon us. We have no time to look for other routes. Not much we can do then. We should at least take someone to make sure we can use some magic. Ironically, we could switch the magic. And honestly, I think players do usually switch the main character to a mage, but honestly, I think we're a high enough level, we should be good anyways. We're not high enough level, at least our archetypes are. What's this uncanny feeling in the air?
This place.
The magic here feels awfully dense too. Was it always like this? It was not. This used to be a completely mundane mine shaft, no different from the others. Perhaps this is what that miner was talking about. Something about the interior of this place being unusual. Something Luis is our top priority. Do not forget that. Prepare yourself now, for we'll have no time to rest until we're through here. Mind their numbers and watch your health carefully. We clear?
Careful. If you see use for it, I say take it with you.
Kill every last one of them.
Well done.
Right, we did it! Nice. We're so lucky.
Miner's boots.
They saw us! On your toes, everyone!
Alright, how's that?
I knew you could do it.
None shall survive my blade. I am the Seeker.
Very impressive.
Yeah, nice work.
Let's push through. Alright, how's that?
Not good. This was all for naught if our way is blocked.
I don't like this.
It's not all either. I'm sensing Magala. The feeling's not only getting stronger, it's disturbing, like back at the fort. Same with the fort. Surely you don't mean... Here's a luxury we can't afford right now. Galka's words are cause for concern, but for now, we need to keep moving. Look closely, lad. There's a gap between those collapsed rocks. We should be able to squeeze through, though one at a time. We made it!
Let's push through.
These things are more powerful.
Catch.
Cut right through. Grand Iron. I love it. We gonna kill every last one of them!
Hey, good one.
Did I get 2 in 1? Nice.
Wow, look at that.
Iron gauntlets. Pass through. No. Wait from the surface. Damn, he got a lucky hit on us. Cyclo. Critical strike.
We did it.
Boom.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
I shall rise to the strength.
It's only what you make of it.
Hey, you found something.
Catch. Alright, how's that? Catch.
I knew you could do it.
Let's push through. Alright, how's that?
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
Got through.
So,
Push through. Get.
Damn, he got another lucky hit on me. Cyclo.
Warrior.
No, critical flash. Critical strike. I'm just gonna use Stroll. This is not the time. Grius had to finish the fight. That was your archetype, Stroll. Nah, Stroll's not Yamcha. God, I'm gonna pass through, and we're going a long way, I just realized. To be fair, I am trying to cut down every enemy I can. Because the point is the XP. And you see that room over there? The Magilla feels less dense there compared to the rest of this place. Yeah, this is going to be basically to be the safe rooms and the dungeons from Persona. Oh, I just realized it. I'm in auto and I can't read the lines. Is that so? I don't feel anything. I thought it was just a feeling, but now I can see it. It's like the Magilla hollows out there just for that room. Back in the Sanctum, I learned that fairies are natural adepts at sensing Magilla. It's safe to assume that Galka is no exception. Maybe we can get some rest in there. Why don't we head inside? It's not a bad idea. We should catch our breath before continuing. No, we automatically go in there.
Hey.
This does seem like an ideal place to rest. I'm just wondering why the Magilla Thane are here. I couldn't tell you much. It's just like a feeling I get. There's very intensity to the Magilla that floats through the air. For example, think of it like steam or smoke. It seems not much could seep into this room. A Magilla hollow, if you will. Even your igniters won't work as well here. Were we still using igniters? Magilla hollow seems like a good as term as any, and all the better if Galka can sense them. You could say that. It's easier to spot a big absence of Magilla when the area around it is flooded with the stuff. Right. The beasts seem to loathe to approach as well. Let's catch our breath here as well we can. Yeah, it's also a good place for saving. It's the only place in dungeons we can save. What should I do? Talk to allies.
Still, though.
This tunnel's just crawling with monsters, isn't it? That Magilla is really dense too. I never imagined it would be this dangerous. Indeed, it's like nothing we were told. Grius, are you familiar with this place? I don't know any concrete details, lad, but I can safe to say these monsters weren't here the last time I passed through. So you're saying that the monsters are the result of this thick Magilla? Well, if there's a reason for it, I can just assume it's the working of Magilla. But there's no point in speculating. We must focus on fulfilling the mission. We'll keep moving once we've gotten some rest. What should I do? Go to Academia. So we can probably... I want to show some things we can learn. Let's see, what's this right here? Mystical scrolls. The scrolls have the shape of a language I've never seen before. It must be some kind of formula. It says the royal magic at top. Okay, that's not it. That's the formula for a rather complex spell. When mages devise such intricate magic, they commit the formulas to scrolls in advance. Hold on, are you saying the king himself wrote this? Why would it be here of all places? I couldn't begin to tell you. Perhaps the previous king had his reasons for imprisoning me here after all. I would love to decipher its contents, but it will take a good amount of time. It's written in a script I've never laid eyes on before. Before you go, there's just one thing. Would you mind taking a look at the very end of the scroll?
What's this?
This drawing. Indeed, it is no more than a simple illustration, but do you not think it bears some resemblance to the Seeker archetype? Moreover, it bears a caption, and the mysterious enough of all the language therein, that is the one part I'm able to parse. It says Night Host, likely the name of a person unmistakably so, though I could not begin to tell you why I feel so certain. That's the name we picked earlier. A person's name. Well, that's certainly a mystery on top of an enigma. It makes me wonder what it says. Should you learn anything new, I would appreciate it very much if you share with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you learn new truths. So we just see this so far. Oddly enough, there's a drawing at the end that resembles the Seeker. Deciphering it will... Okay, this basically just seemed... Wait. Deciphering it in its entirety will prove difficult, but considering it's written in a script I've never laid eyes on, strange as it sounds, though, I can read the captions under the illustration at the end. It says Night House, most likely name or person. This is the conversation. A little similar to what we just heard. Pretty mysterious. Really makes me wonder what the whole thing says. Should you learn anything new? But I guess we can't see anything new for now. And on that note... Wait, what's this say? This seems to be about archetype tactics. Archetypes cannot realize their true potential on individual strength alone. Strategy must account for attack, support, recovery, teamwork, and formation. Naturally, optimal strategy requires first grasping the fundamentals. Yet some basic battles demand a team of singular speculations and boldness in planning. We will never do that. The most effective ways to form your party is to consider the balance of attack, recovery, and assist skills in your archetype. If you obtain information about enemies in advance, you can arrange archetypes to counteract enemy strengths and strike at enemy weaknesses. Cultivating your archetypes strategically so that you may employ a wide variety of battle strategies. On that note, this is where I say we'll call it for the night, guys. I hope you're ready to continue the fantasy, because we're going to see just what tales this story of fantasy tells us next time. But I hope you enjoyed our show. Share, favorite, follow, like, spread it around. If you know others to be entertained by my show, send them my way. I'll happily entertain you all. Also, don't forget to subscribe. It can only help out the channel. And if you're wondering what the benefit of subscribing is, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to share. Until next time, this is The Night Show, signing off for the night.